Mm. Okay, so let's move on to Apple, one of the worst performers, bar Tesla,
Mm.
in the Magnificent Seven year to date. I think
Well, they
the
were.
ex- they were low expectations. Numbers were still pretty decent though. I mean,
Mm.
when you look at the 94 billion in revenue, that's a record for that particular quarter. It's a 10% increase on 2024. Services revenue, another record for services. And I think that going forward will continue to add to the bottom line.
Yeah.
I think what was interesting was strong demand in Europe as well as the Americas. And I think a large part of that was perhaps because of people buying Apple products in anticipation that they would increase in price in subsequent quarters.
Yes, I think there may well be a degree of that going on, and I think it's almost akin to that tariff front running that we
Mm.
saw in terms of corporates in Q1. Have consumers pulled their purchases forward a little bit? Because ordinarily you'd say that the second quarter is a little bit slower because we're not far from new products being launched. The new iPhone will probably come in September. The other big thing that we saw in those Apple earnings is that sales in China are back moving in the right direction, and that's been a bit of a problem child for Apple
Mm.
in recent months, and they're now starting to pick up as well. I mean, you've written down here almost 5% higher in terms of iPhone sales.
Mm.
The big issue with Apple though is, of course, they remain, and this wasn't in the earnings report, they're never going to admit this, of course, but they remain so far behind in terms of AI compared to their
Yeah.
competitors.
Mm.
And yes, it was a solid set of figures. Yes, the share price has responded well, certainly since they pledged that investment in US manufacturing yesterday on Wednesday, but they're still massively behind their competitors when it comes to the AI arms race, and they don't seem any closer to resolving those issues.